shit.
Shalom, you kinky fucks. Holy shit, Tel Aviv, look at you. Thanks for having me. As a German, things must be going pretty bad when you need a German to come in for comedic relief. Who's Jewish here? Great, okay, amazing. I was gonna say use your left hand, but you can do that, that's fine, yeah. Usually when there's a German speaking in front of large crowds, there aren't that many Jewish people. No, it's so fun. Also, I was so excited to try your food here in Israel, and I asked our promoter, what's the most typical Israeli food? And he was like, oh, the most typical food is a schnitzel. A schnitzel! That's one of your most famous foods, you culturally appropriating fucks, yeah? You took our schnitzel, yeah? Unbelievable. I know you like to occupy things, but leave the schnitzel alone, yeah? Free schnitzel, that's all I'm saying. Leave it alone. But I guess we Germans, we lost the right to complain about cultural appropriation after 1945. But no, you culturally appropriate a lot. You took the falafel, you took the schnitzel, yeah? You took looking gay. Every Israeli I've met, they're all like these speedos, like chest hair popping, all this amazing jewelry, you know, little metal thong lubed up. I'm like, we did that first, yeah. Some people say that you also took genocide, yeah? We did it first. Okay. You guys are dark. I love you guys. Ay, ay, ay. My butthole was a little tight for that joke. It's interesting because people ask me, hey, what do you Germans learn about the Holocaust? And we learn all of it. Like, that's all we learn. From 7th grade to the end of high school is all about the Holocaust, the horrible things that happened. So we know everything about the Holocaust in regards to Jewish people, but we never met Jewish people. Because there aren't that many Jewish people left. So I grew up with all this guilt, and then I went to Jerusalem, and we were at the Western Wall, and I was doing the whole the praying thing, and then all these guys, these Jewish guys would ask me, they were like, hey, where are you from? And like I know that I personally didn't do anything, right? But I have this fucking guilt, and I didn't want him to know that I'm German because I thought he was gonna like me less. So I looked at him and I was like, I'm from Alabama. Hell yeah, brother. Yeehaw! Yeah. Nobody ever lied about being from Alabama, but I did. You guys are the darkest crowd I've ever had. Not skin color wise, obviously, but you guys are fucked up, and I love it. It's crazy.
We have walrus all the time, so.
Yeah, no, that's true. Yeah, that's yeah. That is true, and you guys don't give a fuck. It's hilarious. The funny shit happened. The promoter was like, before we did the show, you know, because I booked this trip, we sold out one show here, and then I was like, this is amazing. And then the attack happened when a missile landed near the airport here, right? The Houthi rebel thing. And then we were like, okay, is this safe to come here? And the promoter was like, oh, Mario, it's not a problem. We don't take the Houthi rebels seriously at all. And I was like, I get it. Houthi rebel sounds a little goofy. I mean, Houthi, or who names himself a Houthi rebel, yeah? Because when we did this show also, I talked to the promoter before. I asked about like the rockets and the missiles and whatever, and he was like, oh, Mario, also don't worry about it. We're in a safe zone, so if there's a rocket attack, the show can continue uninterrupted. I was like, okay. There was a siren like 30 minutes ago in this building. We had a photographer back there, and she was very sweet, her name was Or, and she was just like, oh, Mario, look, it's your first siren. Like, it's like and I was like, Mazel Tov, like, great, this is amazing. It's unbelievable. Where are you guys from? Any Germans here also? Not that excited, please. There's a little too much excitement in Israel, ja? Du bist richtiger Deutscher? Ja. Ja, großartig, spricht richtig Deutsch, ja, ist schön. What made you move to Israel? Did you come here to finish the job, or what was joke, it's right there, I'm sorry. When did you move to Israel?
So 3 years ago I moved here from Köln.
From Cologne, nice. That's the gayest place in Germany, FYI, yeah. We like it.
Whenever I'm on the phone speaking in German a little bit,
oh yeah.
I see little Jewish people crossing to the other side of the street.
Little Jewish people, okay. We see the little inferior Jews walking on that side. No, but you know, what I notice also, Israelis, okay, here's the thing. There's some stereotypes about Jewish people, which my butt tighten up when I even talk about this now, yeah? No, but there's some stereotypes, right? American Jews Stereotypes are they're a bit more, let's say, have allergies, right? And then I came to Israel. Very different Jews here. I don't know what's up with that. You are the most confrontational kind of people I've ever seen in my life, dude. We were driving yesterday with one of our friends, and we were cut off, and then some dude on his motorcycle just ran up to us. And usually in Germany, people are very like not confrontational because we got it out of our system, right? But this Jewish guy just yelled at him. He was like, hummus, 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 hummus. And I was like, oh my God, and very in your face. Yeah, it was great. How do you feel about that as a German living here? Because I had a situation where I was watching the Euro Cup with my wife in a very Jewish neighborhood in Los Angeles, and then Germany scored a goal in the last second of the game against Spain, and I jumped up from my seat. I was like, yeah, Tor für Deutschland! And then everybody looked at me kind of like how you guys look at me right now, and I was nervous. I was like, I have a Jewish wife, yeah, wife Jewish, yeah, shalom, shalom, yeah, yeah. And now we're getting married in 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks from now, yeah. I think so. Crazy, wild. Yeah, we're having a beautiful wedding in Germany. By the way, thanks for coming. I mean, this tour is actually called the Jewish Wife Reparation Wedding Fund Tour. And the goal was to make money on this tour by touring all over the US and Central Europe to raise money for my Jewish-German wedding. But now Jewish people are paying for my German-Jewish wedding. It stays in the family in some sense, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Also, I was reflecting on this. I was walking around Berlin. This is a weird thought I had. I was walking around Berlin and I saw like these tour guides in Berlin, and all they talked about, they were all like, oh, this is where Hitler died. This is where Hitler, whatever, got a blowjob from Goebbels. This is where Hitler did. So it's like all Hitler, and I was like, fuck, that's our thing. You know what I'm saying? People go to Paris for love, they go to Rome and Italy for food, and they go to Germany for Hitler. It's fucked up. But if you think about it, I've made one or the other Hitler joke throughout my career. I really had a New Year's resolution. I was like, Mario, this year I'm going to do less Nazi jokes. And then Elon Musk fucked everything up. He ruined my plans. And then Kanye and all this stuff happens. And then I'm back, baby. I'm back. It's like I feel like the Godfather. I was going to rebrand. I feel like the Godfather. Just when I'm about to quit, they pull me back in. That's what happened. And in some way, if you think about it deeper, Hitler, because I made some jokes, therefore some Jewish people are coming to my show because you guys are fucked up in the head or something, but I like it. And therefore Hitler indirectly is paying for my wedding, and he would hate if he knew that he was paying for a German-Jewish wedding. So I think we're good. We're trying to make the most out of it. So I went back to Germany, back to Albisbach im Hochschwarzwald, and that's right, yeah. Is something funny about my hometown, yeah? You have a street called Shlomi Boulevard or something. You have the Schmeckel Street or something like that, yeah? Yeah. Where are you from? Poland, never mind. Well, fucking A. Sorry for the invasion, yeah, I guess. But I'm like, this is rough, yeah. Does Polish sound just as aggressive as Russian, would you say? Or is it a little bit less, right? Because Russian is like from here. Polish people say vodka. Russians say vodka. Like vodka.
In Russian, you have pet names for inanimate objects, like vodочка or tapachki. Yeah,
that's so cute. That's amazing. I'm just picturing like a Russian soldier invading Ukraine. Give me my vodочка and my tapochka. You know? Man, I respect Russians less now. That's cool. Yeah, see, we need to know that. Because Russians, we think of them as these scary people, but they're cute too. Yes, what's up, sir?
Why don't German people have common sense? You have no common sense.
Oh. Don't make a German angry. Okay, no common sense. So what do you mean about that?
I mean, I was in Berlin in 2016.
And you got rejected from Berghain? And that's why you're still holding a grudge?
I was on the train with my friend.
You were on the train with your friend? That sounds bad. It's bad. That sounds bad, yeah.
And he's like, you're from Israel, yeah? How do you like the trains in Germany? Very efficient, yeah? That's not a question you will ask a Jewish guy on the train.
That's true, yeah. Our trains now are not as on time anymore. They were on time when they shouldn't have, and we're sorry about that. How did Germans react to you when you told them you were from Israel or Jewish? Because here's the thing, we Germans, we're genuinely afraid of Jewish people. We are, because we're afraid that they're gonna hate us, just because we're Germans. And deep down, we're even more afraid that we're gonna hate them. I mean, we never met them. Can you imagine, dude, if we meet a Jewish person for the first time, we're like, fuck, I get it, fuck. no. Great Uncle Jürgen was right. But you had a good time in Germany?
Yeah.
You felt welcome? You felt safe?
Yeah.
Did you take a piss at the Führerbunker? There's a place where Hitler died in the bunker, and it's now like a parking lot in Berlin. It's insane. There's a boba ice cream place. People come and some people just piss there, you know, take a piss on Hitler's grave essentially. Yeah. Which is, what we're gonna do. I mean, we let them pee. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, I'm glad you had a good time. And sorry about the trains. I mean, I wish we were a bit better with that. Were you here when the attacks happened, like on October 7th?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. Yeah. Well, no, truly, that was crazy when the attacks happened. Like, to me, when I first saw that as a German, it was traumatizing. It's just a human response I had. I was like, this is absolutely horrible, and I cannot imagine the pain that people are going through right now. And then my second thought was, thank God we Germans had nothing to do with it this time. Finally, yeah. And it's weird for me as a German to talk about this because then people ask me after, they were like, oh yeah, did you see Israel's response and the brutality on both sides? Can you imagine the level of brutality? And I was like, sadly, yes, I can. I'm the wrong person to ask. And then Germans came forward in the UN saying that Israel's attack should not be considered genocide. And I was like, how the fuck are we Germans even allowed to vote in this, right? Who asked us? But I guess via genocide experts now, yeah. Germans, they bash Jewish people. Even then, they were like, listen, these attacks are very bad, yeah. But I mean, compared to what we did, I mean, this is, we did it much more efficiently, yeah. I wish there was more empathy, because what I hate about this whole thing is just the hatred on both sides. It's like there's hate against Jewish people, more anti-Semitism, also hate against Muslims. Not all Jews are bad, not all Muslims are bad. I think we need more empathy, right? Because we're all human beings at the end of the day. I hate this hatred. Yeah, we need to come together as humans, truly. That's what I believe. Because I think if we all work together, right, if like Germans work together with Israelis, Palestinians, if we all work together, we can easily take over France. Just saying. I'm just saying. It's possible. Right? Easy. Easy. It's a solution, not a final solution, just a solution. And then the Palestinians could live in France and then everybody's happy. Yeah. Yeah. And France won't even change that much. So, Melanie, thank you so fucking much for coming. I appreciate you. You guys are